Hello friends, this is Sanjeev-Bhasin. Today in our episodes on knowledge in Vedic stroke medical astrology, we are going to speak on one of the most important houses. Of all the 12 houses in Vedic astrology, the most important and most sacrosanct is the 7th house. The 7th is the house of partner. Prominently your life partner, your business partner or partner in any venture. But today we'll discuss the life partner. The 7th is the most important house because what lies before the 7th? There is the 6th and ahead of that is the 8th. The 6th is the house of death, disease, depression, which means any breakdown, any problem in the relationship can see the partner turn towards the 6th. Death, disease and depression. These become 3 problematic areas. And what's in the 8th? The 8th is the house of loss. It's the house of litigation. It's the house of longevity. So she or he, gender bias, doesn't have anywhere to turn. And that's why we must give lot of weightage, lot of importance and always be very respectful of each other because that is what constitutes the partnership. The breakdown in marriages, divorce, extramarital affairs, the guilt feeling, all these play out once there is a breakdown in relation. And what causes breakdown? Mainly communication, lack of dialogue, and then the ego part, the guilt part, the suffering which comes along with that. So the 7th house becomes a very, very key and a cardinal house where we must give utmost importance to it. See, in today's day and age, what happens is emotions play out. When you are young at age, your heart rules your head rather than the reverse. And at that time, love is in the air. You don't care about what your horoscopes matched or the gun milan or anything of compatibility. It's your heart ruling your head. But later on in retrospect, you can say, I should have had my horoscope checked from the astrologer. He would have matched the gun. I still reiterate, it's not the gun matching. We know it's 36 guns which have to be matched. A lot of them could be positive, but we still don't lay enough emphasis on compatibility, on matching the nakshatra or the kutas. I think in today's day, compatibility is the biggest issue. Now, where does the partner turn? When you get into a negative cycle, particularly the 6th house is also the house of your menstrual cycle, your periods. In Vedic astrology, when you're born, a lady is born or a girl, when she turns a lady, we can tell from her 6th and 8th moon house where her Mars is and what is the aspect. Mars is the lord of blood, moon is the lord of water. And every month this cycle has to be done for your menstrual cycle to be complete. Now, what all this does is that if there is a breakdown in relationship, then actually it causes pressure on the mind, it causes depression, it causes other nervous system problems. And I feel that the biggest cause of this is communication after having done a lot of study. Mercury is the lord of speech, lord of nervous system, lord of communication. And if that is not well placed or is in, quick transit, Mercury is a planet which is very close to the sun and it often gets retrograde or combust, meaning it loses its identity. And when that happens, there is a breakdown and negatively aspects both your speech, your communication, your nervous system. What does the partner turn to? It's guilt, it is extramarital, it is alcohol, it could be drugs, it could be sex outside of marriage, all things which, give you the instant relief or pleasure for the short term, but they cause more physical and mental pain in the long run. So what can I do in this? In fact, I have 90% of the people who see me are, ladies and more so because men are slightly egoist and don't want to hear their negative part. Whereas ladies are more emotional. They succumb to what the weakness is. See, initially you will talk to your friend, you will talk to your parents, you'll talk to your partner. But once those start to fade off, you seek a counselor. And when you seek a counselor, the easiest thing which goes around is prescription of Valium. It will give you instant relief. It will give you sleep. It will take care of the stress hormones. But longer term, that is not a solution. The solution is how we can deal with this. And I think that Vedic astrology is supreme. What are we there for? Our basic concept is that I can read the transit well. What is the transit? Transit is the movement of the planets. I can see from here till a long time what the movement of the planets is mathematically and how they are going to affect you. The future Your fortunes and your destiny is only in the hands of God. We are just a mere tool who can guide you through this. And what is our guide? It is making you have that negative energy turn into positive. If I can do even 50% of that, that is my job. And thirdly, accepting circumstances rather than fighting them. Because you have one life, and in that one life, we can have 1,000 sorrows. But one positive thing is that we have to lead it. And if we can lead it happily, it's going to be a very, very sweet journey. So call and talk to me, discuss these issues. These are more vital than anything on fame, name and money, because your personal health being, your personal well-being is most important.